Hello! Today we are going to have a look at the age-old question of, does changing the trem block really improve your tone? We're going to do a very, very simple experiment. We're going to take the shitty zinc block from a Squier guitar and change it to a big brass one. And let's see if it increases or improves the tone. Let's get straight to it. So it's a couple of days later. I wanted to give it a couple of days and then go back and listen to the sound samples to really tell if I could hear a difference. Because initially I didn't really notice much when I did the recordings. I felt like the guitar sounded a little bit louder unplugged, but I didn't really notice too much else at the time when I was recording and playing like through the amp and stuff. But going back and listening to the recordings a couple of days later, there definitely is a little bit of a difference in terms of the sound. Has it improved the sound? That's subjective. I would definitely say the high end's a little bit nicer. It's not quite as harsh, and the instrument sounds a little bit fuller overall. But people interpret this completely differently. However their ears perceive this. So, is the brass block like superior to the Zinc block. It's different. I wouldn't necessarily say it's better than the Zinc block because it is completely subjective. But I quite like the changes myself. I didn't mind how it sounded with the Zinc block. So it's one of those things where I'd say you have to try it. Some people think changing the trem block is like night and day improvement and it's the best thing in the world and it has to be done on all their guitars, and so be it. Some people think that you have to have the backplate off on a Stratocaster for it to sound better so the guitar can breathe, or if there's the wrong kind of paint on there it won't sound as good. So we know what us guitar nuts are like. There's a lot of voodoo out there, let's just say that. And I don't want to open a can of worms talking about like tone wood and pickups and metals and things like that, because that's just it just leads you down an avenue no one really wants to go down. All I would say is, I guess you could call this my final thoughts are: did it make a difference? Yeah, there's a difference in sound. Is it better? That is completely subjective. It sounds nice. The Zinc block and the brass block have two completely different sounds. I'd be interested to put a steel block on there and see how that sounds. But I can't be bothered, so that someone else can do that experiment. That's about it, really. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Whether you think it's a night and day difference, or whether you like to change the blocks on your guitar, or whether you don't really care. So, yeah, simple as that. Take care. I'll see you soon.